Wood Metal Workshop. I'm Ken. Starting on another project to go with another project. Got some nuts and bolts and nylock nuts, some bearings, and I went ahead and prepped up a couple of steel plates here. So they're the exact same size to start with, at least. So got to do some layout on these. So gonna need a bearing, because, well, who doesn't like bearings? Those will be in here like this. But first I'm gonna put some die chem on here and go ahead and show you the layout process. I do have a sketch, just so you know. I'm not running blind here. Do have a sketch to work from. So kind of put that in front of me. So, all right, I'm gonna get the camera moved around, get some die chem on here, and we'll start some layout.
Hey guys, it's Kent, Wood and Metal Workshop. Glad to have you back with us again. I'm just gonna lay this out. Got the die chem on there. That's the spot for the bearings. So you use the spring punch to start with, because you can easy to move the punch mark around if you don't have it exactly where you want it. And the tip of that likes to get caught in scratch marks from either the awl there or from the calipers. Like I said before, I'm working from a sketch. Alright, gonna grab a regular center punch and a hammer and make our indents a little bit bigger, easier to see. That they're exactly where we want them. This is a step you could skip. It's just drawing the circles for the drilling. It just gives me a visual reference for what size hole to drill. You could also write next to the hole, what size hole it is. Either way works. I forgot to mark out two of the holes, so quickly mark those out. Well, that's all the half-inch holes. Now we'll mark the 3/4-inch holes for the bolts that hold the bearings.
Hey guys, sorry to interrupt the video, but we've been asked to do another t-shirt campaign. So we signed up with T-Blaster to get you these awesome shirts up to size 5X. You can go to tblaster.com/wood and metal workshop. Campaign starts on August 30th, ends September 20th at midnight 2017. All the proceeds from t-shirt sales go right back into making more great videos for you guys, and we really would appreciate it. And I think that's it. Back to the video.
Alright, got them welded together. You can see the tacks on this end. I tacked it together in a place that's going to be cut off when we're done, so I didn't have to do any cleanup on the actual parts. It kind of makes a neater thing if you can do it that way. Used a 3/16" bit to do the pilot hole, and then followed up with a 3/4. Gets our initial two holes here done. We do now have a Patreon. If you go to the home page in the upper right hand corner, there's a button there. You can click on that and support us that way. Little as $1 a month. We would greatly appreciate it. Keep these videos coming out for you. And make our content better. It's A lot of the stuff that we do, if you screw up a part, you screw up a part, and, or miss the video on a part, it's too expensive to go back and remake that part just for the sake of the video. Been a bad week for drill bits in the shop. Broke that 3/16, and then the next project after we finish this one, I broke that 1/2-inch bit. It's my favorite 1/2-inch bit, my go-to. I don't know how many times I've sharpened it over the years, and it's always been my go-to bit. And well, it snapped in the next project, about halfway down the length. Sorry to make you watch all this drilling, but I had a couple of requests to show as much of the work as I can. So they didn't like me skipping out on certain parts, so I just sped it up a little faster. Get the same length, just more content. Alright, one more hole to go. I do buy those 3/16-inch bits in bulk. I usually buy them, I think they come in a package of 10. Don't bother resharpening them. They're cheap enough where when they break or get dull, it's just into the scrap metal they go. Alright, just going to deburr the holes. Now, because I placed the tack welds on places that are going to get cut off, I'm going to go ahead and bolt the plates together, so as I cut those tack welds off, then plates don't shift on me. Three bolts is plenty here to hold everything in place while we get to the cutting and the grinding. Can't forget the grinding. I have to say I'm sorry I didn't get this whole clip card filled up while I was filming this. Just at this point it's too late to go back and make new plates for the video. So just sometimes it's just too expensive to reshoot. Here I'm going to shift into a higher speed. It was cutting a little slow. I thought the speed would go up a little bit, and I was right. It cut much better with a little higher speed. So there we go. I got it cut and then ground. Start taking it apart. A little tap here, and plates come right apart. So deburr. The drilling, cutting, and grinding tend to fuse the plates together a little bit. Test fit here. Put the bolts in. Our beam is 3 inches, and so we want 3 1/4 space between those plates. The bearing bolts are in there backwards. I just stuck them in that way because I wasn't putting the nuts on. Just kind of help me line everything up and get everything measured and make sure everything's fitting right. So I've got some 3/4 inch cold rolled here. We need 5 spacer bushings and 1 pivot bushing for the chain fall. Over here on the lathe, these are parts that you can buy. Because I had the materials and the time and was making a video, I decided to make the bushings. I could have just ordered them, but like I said many times, I'm a build, not buy guy. If I needed 100 of them, I'd probably buy them. But for 6, not really worth ordering them. Camera shut down there again, so missed some footage, but now we're coming in with a 3/8 inch pilot bit. Actually, I'm wrong, that's the 1/2 inch bit. Yes, I'm pretty sure it's the 1/2 inch bit. But I've been wrong before. Anyways, we have to bore this hole out about 3.5 inches deep. Pieces we need a 3 1/4. Unfortunately, my tailstock only extends for 2 1/4. So I've got to do it in a few steps. Nope, I was right. That was the first time. That was the 3/8 inch bit. So now move up to the 1/2 inch and finish the bore as deep as we can go, and then switch back to the 3/8. Repeat until we get to depth. And keep pulling it and clearing the chips. This is bushing number 2. I got a little bit better at doing these by the time I got to number 6. There's what happens when you don't clear the chips. Grabs the bit. In this case, had a little bit better grip on it's a hex shank bit, so it had a better grip on the chuck than it did in the taper. So I'm doing a little bit better job of clearing the chips more often here. Cut about 1/4 of an inch, then clear the chips. Repeat. Three 3/4 we can get close enough with a standard tape measure. I just stuck the 3/8 drill bit in there back there to catch it as it comes off. These Banggood insert cutoff tools from banggood.com. I do not recommend them. I broke 4 of them doing this. Alright, now we're boring out some 1-inch 1018 to make the spacers for the bearings. 3/4 inch hole through the center, and then they'll be 1/8 inch wide. Same process as last time. I went in with the 3/8 inch bit, and now I'm doing the 3/4. Set up to part those off, and chipped the insert, or broke the insert. So, new insert. Technically, I flipped it around, and because it was broken, it won't hold it when they're flipped around. So, new insert. Measure out for the next one. Need 8 of these in total. Liked lots of oil. Broke the insert again. Seeing a pattern here, guys? Another insert. Sorry, my hand's blocking the light there. There we go. All done with those. There we go. All assembled. Ready to go. No, not quite. This is just a trial. And it looked like the spacing for the hanger bolt might fit the hook for the chain fall. But not quite there. I didn't think it was going to. That's not the way it was designed. So here's the last part. A little bit more of that 3/8 inch plate that I like so much. I'm going to miss it when all that's gone. It helps if you draw your center line actually on the center. Okay, quick cut off on the bandsaw. We'll clean up with the flap disc, and now we're going to weld it all together. If you were looking for a welding video, not a machining video, sorry about that. Alright, assembly time. The bolts for the bearings, those are grade 5 with grade 8 nylock nuts on them. We start assembling it. Get about this far and realize, wait a minute, something's wrong here. I put the bolts through from the wrong side. Now it's right. Still pull our parts together. Off camera, I had to make a little adjustment before we painted. Before we did that beam test with it, it wouldn't fit on the beam. I positioned the holes for the supports for the bolts next to the bearings a little too close. Off on my measurement there, so just put them on the mill and build the hole into a slot. Gives that a little bit of extra clearance we needed. Get it all tightened up here. Jib. Safety stop in. Yep, it hits. Okay, we're good. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. Really appreciate it. If you like the video, please hit the like button, comment, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button and set up the notifications so you know when we put out our new videos. Saturday mornings, 6 a.m. is when they mostly come out.